In this video, we're looking to form expressions. Now, when we form expressions, we end up with something that looks like this. There are keywords that we need to look out for which tell us what operation is used with the letter. We can see we have addition, we have subtraction, we have multiplication, and we have division. Each one of these are represented in a different way when it comes to expressions, with different words used to represent what we need to do. Words such as more than, greater than, older than, all suggest that something is increasing in value. Therefore, it is replaced with the addition sign. The first thing I would suggest you write down when you are looking to form expressions is the letter that is being given to you to use. In this case, for more than T. T is written down first. More than suggests add. And we're looking for more than, so therefore we end up with T plus 4 as our final answer for the expression. This works the same with subtraction. The words less than, smaller than, younger than, all suggest that something is decreasing in value or smaller than the original value. We again start with writing the letter given to us. So in this case, 8 less than K, K is written down first. The less than suggests we are subtracting, and in this case, it is 8 we are looking to subtract. We end up with K minus 8 as our final answer. Multiplication can be thought of in terms of lots of, product, times, pounds to pence. If you go into a shop and buy multiple things of the same item, they all describe lots of. Again, we would start with a letter that's given to us. So in this case, we are given T. We have got 4 lots of, which means we have T and we are multiplying it by 4. Now you'll notice this time, this doesn't look exactly the same as this straight away. And that's because this multiplication sign isn't written when we look to form expressions. We drop the multiplication sign and put the letter and the number next to each other. Usually the number goes first. And this can be described as, we wouldn't say we had apples 4, we would say we have 4 apples. So in this case, we wouldn't say we have T4, we have 4T. For division, we look for the words divide, share, halve, goes into, or if we are converting from pence to pounds. In this case, we quite often use a fraction line to show the division is occurring. If we were to write this in the same way as we did our multiplication, we would start by writing the letter K. And because K is in pence, and we would like it in pounds, we know there are 100 pence in £1. Therefore, we look to see how many times 100 fits in to the number of pence that K represents. That means we take K and we divide it by 100 to see how many times it is represented in K pence. Again, this division sign isn't often written in algebra and instead is represented by this fraction line. When it comes to forming expressions, we are sometimes given a shape. In this case, we can say we have a square that has sides A. If we are asked to find the perimeter of this square, that means we are looking to add up all the values around the shape. Because it is a square, that means each of these sides is worth a. If we are to travel all the way around this shape, I have a, add a, add a, add a. That gives me 4a as an expression for the perimeter of this square. We could also have written 4 times by a to give us this answer there. If we're looking to find the area of the square, we should know we find area by multiplying length times width. When we look at a square, we know the length and the width are the same. That means we have a multiplied by a. That gives us a squared. We are now going to look at some examples of the my turn, your turn. If we look at this first question, we are given the letter H. I will write down H straight away. This word less than suggests I need to subtract. So that means I have H, I'm looking to subtract 5 from H. You try the your turn question, press pause while you try it. I start by writing the letter that's given to me. So I write down S. The word less than suggests I need to subtract. If I start with S and I have 4 less than S, that means I need to subtract 4 from S. My turn. 6 more than C. I start with writing down C. I look to see what words are given to me. I have more than. More than suggests I'm going up in value, therefore I am adding the value. In this case, I am adding 6. Press pause while you try the your turn question. 4 more than W. I am given the letter W. More than suggests I'm increasing in value by 4. That means I need to add 4 to W. My turn. 3 lots of N. I start with N. The word lots of suggests I am multiplying by 3. That means I have 3 multiplied by N. In this case, we don't usually write it in that way. The number comes first, the letter comes second, and the multiplication sign disappears between it. It's still there, but it disappears between it. Try the your turn question while you press pause. 5 lots of A. I start with A. The word lots of suggests I am multiplying. In this case, I have 5 lots of A, so that would mean I have A multiplied by 5. This is usually represented as the number first, the letter second, with the multiplication sign disappearing between them, but still being there. My turn. A shared by 2. I start with A. Shared by suggests that I am dividing. And in this case, I am dividing A by 2. Quite often, that is represented as a fraction where we have A divided by is represented by the fraction line, 2. Press pause while you try the your turn question. 4 shared by B. I start with B. The word shared by suggests I need to divide. In this case, I have 4 shared by B, which means the 4 comes first. 4 is being shared by B. This can be represented as a fraction where we have 4, the division line, the fraction line represents the division, and it is by B.